Dear learners, there is another major difference we need to understand in demand planning is about what is constrained demand and what is unconstrained demand. In any business, understanding demand is absolutely crucial. It forms the foundation for making smart decisions, setting realistic goals, and ultimately satisfying customers. However, demand is not always simple or straightforward. It is influenced by what customers want, what is trending in the market, and what the business is actually capable of delivering at any given time. In demand planning, we generally look at demand from two important perspectives: unconstrained demand and constrained demand. Unconstrained demand represents what customers ideally want if there were no limits at all. This is the dream scenario where every customer gets exactly the laptop they want, in the quantity they want, and exactly when they want it. For example, in our laptop business, assume customers are highly excited about a new high-end gaming laptop. Market buzz is strong, reviews are positive, and customers are ready to buy in large numbers. Unconstrained demand may show a requirement of 1,000 laptops per month because that is what the market is willing to absorb if supply were unlimited. This number reflects pure customer interest. It ignores factory limits, supplier constraints, storage space, or even logistics challenges. Unconstrained demand helps us understand the true market potential and highlights growth opportunities. It tells leadership how big the business could become if all barriers were removed. Now let us look at the other side, which is constrained demand. Constrained demand reflects what the business can realistically deliver based on current resources, production capacity, supplier availability, workforce, and logistics. Continuing our laptop example, even though market demand is 1,000 gaming laptops per month, our factory may be capable of producing only 500 laptops due to machine capacity, labor availability, or supplier limitations. That 500 units becomes constrained demand. Constrained demand is the practical view of business reality. It drives production schedules, material buying plans, inventory decisions, and delivery commitments. It ensures that we do not promise customers something that we cannot deliver. Both views are extremely important. If we only focus on unconstrained demand, we may overpromise, miss deliveries, disappoint customers, and damage brand trust. If we focus only on constrained demand, we may limit growth, miss market opportunities, and leave revenue on the table. This is where sales and operations planning, or S&OP, plays a critical role. S&OP is the process that balances these two views. Sales and marketing bring in the unconstrained demand, representing customer expectations and market opportunities. Operations and supply chain bring in constrained demand, representing what can realistically be produced and delivered. In monthly S&OP meetings, leaders analyze the gap between unconstrained demand and constrained demand. For example, if unconstrained demand for business laptops rises to 650 units in Q4, but current capacity supports only 500 units, the discussion shifts to options. Should we add extra shifts, hire temporary labor, develop new suppliers, or lease additional storage? Or should we shape demand through pricing or promotions? Finance then evaluates the cost of breaking these constraints versus the additional revenue opportunity. Leadership decides whether it makes sense to invest in capacity expansion or operate within existing limits. In a mature S&OP process, this interaction follows a structured rhythm. Demand planning starts with unconstrained demand, supply planning applies real-world constraints, reconciliation meetings resolve gaps, and executive reviews finalize decisions. The outcome is one integrated, realistic, and profitable business plan. In summary, unconstrained demand sets the vision and ambition, while constrained demand grounds that vision in operational reality. The balance between the two drives smart, data-driven decisions and sustainable growth. That is the true power of S&OP, balancing what is possible with what is practical and turning customer demand into achievable business success.